Hello, welcome back to English Ember.
Hi, everyone. We're so happy you're here.
I'm Ella.
And I'm James. On this channel, we help you practice real, everyday English through natural conversations.
Today, we're going to tackle 3 verbs that cause so much confusion for English learners: say, tell, and speak.
Oh boy, these 3 words all relate to communication, but they're not interchangeable. Using the wrong one is a super common mistake.
Please remember to like this video and subscribe to English Ember for more English practice. It really helps us grow.
Let's get started.
So, James, be honest. Did you ever mix up these verbs when you were younger?
Actually, no, but that's only because I'm a native speaker. I've seen so many learners struggle with these. It's genuinely confusing.
It really is. Even advanced learners make mistakes. So today, let's break down each verb clearly and show exactly when to use each one.
Perfect. Let's start with say. Say is probably the most common of the 3 verbs.
Right. Say means to express something with words. The focus is on the words themselves, not who you're talking to.
Exactly. For example, she said hello, or he said that he was tired. We're focusing on what words were spoken.
An important rule: after say, we don't usually mention the person directly. We don't say, I said him. That's wrong.
Right. If you want to mention the person with say, you need the word to. I said to him, or she said to me.
So it's I said something or I said something to someone, never I said someone.
Perfect explanation. Now, say is often used with direct quotes, like, he said, I'm hungry.
Yes, when you're reporting someone's exact words, say is your go-to verb. The teacher said, please sit down.
Say is also used in many fixed expressions. Can you think of some?
Sure. Say goodbye, say hello, say thank you, say sorry. These are set phrases we use constantly.
Don't forget say cheese when taking a photo, or say grace before a meal.
Right. And here's something interesting. We say yes or say no, never tell yes or tell no.
Good point. Now let's move to tell. Tell is similar to say, but there's a crucial difference.
Yes. Tell always needs a person. You tell someone something. The person is essential with tell.
Exactly. You say, I told my friend, not I told. Tell requires an object, a person who receives the information.
So it's I told him the news or she told me a story. The person comes directly after tell.
This is the biggest difference between say and tell. Say focuses on the words, tell focuses on the person receiving the information.
Perfect. So you can say, he said he was leaving, or he told me he was leaving. Both are correct, but the structure is different.
Exactly. Notice with say, you need to before the person, but with tell, the person comes directly after.
Tell is commonly used for giving information, instructions, or stories. Tell me your name, or tell her to wait.
Oh, that's an important pattern. Tell plus person plus to plus verb. I told him to leave, or she told me to come.
Yes, you can't use that pattern with say. You can't say, I said him to leave. It has to be, I told him to leave.
Tell is also used in lots of fixed expressions, like tell the truth, tell a lie, tell a joke.
And tell the time, tell a story, tell a secret. These phrases always use tell, never say.
Here's a tricky one. Can you tell means can you notice or distinguish something?
Right. I can tell you're upset means I can see or sense that you're upset. It's not about speaking, it's about perceiving.
Now let's talk about speak. Speak is quite different from say and tell.
Yes, speak is more general. It means to use your voice to communicate or to have a conversation.
Speak doesn't focus on specific words or messages. It's about the act of speaking itself.
For example, she speaks 3 languages, or he's speaking on the phone. It's about the ability or action of speaking.
Speak is often followed by to when you mention who you're talking with. I need to speak to you, or can I speak to the manager?
Notice it's to, not with. Americans say speak to someone, though you might hear speak with someone occasionally.
Speak is used for languages. I speak English. She speaks Spanish. Do you speak French?
You never use say or tell for languages. It's always speak. I speak Mandarin, not I say Mandarin.
Speak can also mean to give a formal speech or presentation. He's speaking at the conference, or she spoke to a crowd of thousands.
Right. In formal contexts, like public speaking, we use speak. The president will speak at 3 p.m.
Now here's where it gets interesting. Let's compare say, tell, and speak directly with the same message.
Great idea. Let's take a simple message. I love pizza.
Using say, you could say, he said, I love pizza, or he said that he loved pizza.
Using tell, you'd say, he told me that he loved pizza, or he told his friend that he loved pizza.
And you generally wouldn't use speak for this specific message. Speak is too general for exact content.
Exactly. You might say he spoke about his love for pizza, but that's much more vague.
Now let's look at common mistakes learners make with these verbs.
The number one mistake? Using say someone instead of say to someone.
Yes, people say, I said her hello, but it should be, I said hello to her, or I told her hello.
Another huge mistake is using tell without a person. He told that he was sick. Wrong. It should be, he told me that he was sick.
Or just, he said that he was sick. Remember, tell needs a person. Say doesn't require one.
People also mix up speak and talk. They're similar, but not identical. Speak is slightly more formal.
Right. Can I speak to you sounds more formal than can I talk to you, but both are acceptable.
Another mistake, using the wrong verb with commands. It's tell him to call me, not say him to call me.
Exactly. When giving instructions or commands to someone, always use tell plus person plus to plus verb.
Now let's practice with some real-life scenarios. I'll give a situation and you choose the right verb.
I love quizzes. Bring it on.
Okay, scenario 1. You want to know what your friend's exact words were. Do you ask, what did she...
What did she say? Because we want the specific words.
Correct. Scenario 2. You're passing a message. Can you... John, that the meeting is canceled.
Can you tell John? Because we're giving information to a specific person.
Perfect. Scenario 3. You want to mention languages on your resume. English and Spanish.
I speak English and Spanish. That's easy. Languages always use speak.
You're doing great. Scenario 4, your friend asks, what did the doctor...
This could be say or tell depending on context. What did the doctor say if we want the words, or what did the doctor tell you if we're asking what information was given?
Excellent analysis. Both work, but the structure changes. See how tricky this is?
Now let's look at some common expressions with each verb.
With say, we have say a prayer, say your piece, say what's on your mind.
That is to say means, in other words, say no more means, I understand, you don't need to explain further.
And tell someone off means to scold or reprimand them. My boss told me off for being late.
You're telling me is an expression meaning I totally agree. I'll tell you what introduces a suggestion.
And tell someone off means to scold or reprimand them. My boss told me off for being late.
With speak, we have speak your mind, speak volumes, speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil is what you say when someone appears right after you mention them. It's like, we were just talking about you.
Actions speak louder than words is a famous saying, and speaking of which transitions to a related topic.
Now let's talk about reported speech. This is where say and tell are used most often.
Right. When you're reporting what someone said in the past, you use either say or tell.
For example, direct speech, I am tired. Reported speech, He said he was tired, or he told me he was tired.
Notice the tense changes from am to was. That's the tricky part about reported speech.
And you can use that or leave it out. She said that she was coming, or she said she was coming.
With questions, it's similar. Direct, where are you? Reported, he asked where I was.
Wait, we're using asked now? That's another communication verb.
Yes, ask is used for questions, but that's a topic for another lesson. Today we're focusing on say, tell, and speak.
Right, let's stay focused. Now, let's summarize the key differences.
Say is about the words or message. Structure, say something or say something to someone.
Tell is about giving information to a person. Structure, tell someone something. The person is required.
Speak is about the general act of communication or languages. Structure, speak to someone or speak a language.
Here's a helpful memory tip. Tell has the person right after it, no preposition needed. Say needs to before the person.
And speak is used for languages and more formal or general communication.
Let's do one final practice round. Fill in the blank. Please, blank, me what happened.
Please tell me what happened, because there's a person, me, receiving the information directly.
Correct. Next, the sign, blank, no entry.
The sign says no entry. We're quoting the exact words and there's no person involved.
Perfect. Last one, can you, blank, Russian?
Can you speak Russian? It's a language, so we always use speak.
Excellent, you've got this down.
Now it's time for our question of the day.
Are you ready? Today's question is, which verb confuses you most? Say, tell, or speak, and why?
Or maybe you've mastered all three. Tell us your biggest challenge or your best tip for remembering the differences.
Write your answer in the comments below. You can write something like, tell confuses me because I forget to add the person, or I always remember speak is for languages.
We read every comment and we love hearing about your learning journey. Your questions help us create even better lessons.
Don't be shy. Share your struggles or your success with these verbs.
So, to summarize today's conversation, we learned how to use say, tell, and speak correctly.
We learned that say focuses on the words or message and uses to before the person if mentioned.
We discovered that tell always requires a person directly after it and is used for giving information or instructions.
We explored how speak is used for languages, general communication, and formal speeches.
We compared the three verbs side by side and looked at common mistakes learners make.
We practiced with real scenarios and learned useful expressions with each verb.
And we discussed reported speech and how say and tell work differently when reporting what someone said.
We hope this lesson clears up the confusion about these three important communication verbs.
Remember, say what, tell who, speak how, or what language. That's your memory trick.
Thank you so much for watching English Ember today. We really appreciate your support.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who's learning English.
And don't forget to subscribe to English Ember and turn on notifications so you never miss a new lesson.
We'll be back soon with another grammar topic to help you speak English more naturally.
Until then, keep practicing, don't be afraid to speak, and keep learning.
From both of us, thank you and goodbye.
See you next time.